Hello everyone, welcome to FCA Friday Adulting 101 series. We're going to learn how to make a resume today. So I just opened this document in Microsoft Word and we're going to start off with centering. So as you can see, if we start typing, it's going to end up in the typical area. If we go under paragraph, hit this middle thing, and it's going to make it center. And we're going to change this to Times New Roman. And I'm going to make this part size 14. And we're just going to begin with your name. So we'll put FCA there. But you're going to start off with your name, and then we're going to hit the middle part, and then you're going to hit your address. So 123 whatever avenue in Blankmont, Ohio, and then the zip code. Then your phone number, and email. What we're going to do is we're going to make all of this size 12 because you want all of this to fit on one line. So you want your address, your zip code, your phone number, and your email on this very second line. All of that stuff. There are different templates that we're going to use. The one that I like to use, we're going to go back over here, aligning it to the left while you're looking at your screen, and you're going to start with putting down this. So we're going to put education, and we're going to make it bold and underline, and then you're going to skip along, so space until you move over to wherever, and that's where you're going to put your diploma or your degree. So since we only want this part underlined, we're going to do this, and we're going to ununderline that, and we're going to go and we're going to make this not underlined as well. So just highlight and click the U over here until you don't have this. So put your diploma or your degree, and then you're going to space or tab over. Space you won't have to deal with the underline when that happens. And put the general date. So most people graduate in the spring, so we'll put June 2012. Whenever you graduated, whatever your schooling is, you're going to put it there. Now we don't want this underlined. We just want it to be like that. Then we're going to come over here, tab, and you're going to put whatever your major was, and your minor. We're going to hit enter, and you also want to make sure that this is lined up with wherever this was. You want to make sure these two things are lined up because it looks a lot nicer. And then we're going to do the same thing, etch over, and put the name of your school wherever it was. Now we need to make sure that none of this is bold. You can either unbold it. I just leave it alone and then just do it all at once because this is our topper. Now you can put additional skills at the top or at the bottom. And at that point, just list off. Again, we're going to want this to be even over here. Wherever you start stuff off, you can make it as close as you need to for whatever your needs are. And then just list off your skills. Languages, video editing, music, etc. Whatever skills that you have go in this thing. And this is where anything that's not specifically related to the job would go. Just any additional skills and licensures, anything like that goes there. I like to put it at the top just because when people glance over it, and then after that we're going to put career-related experience. Whenever you're doing it this way, you want every word to be capitalized, and you want this to be bold and underlined, and then after you move it off, undo all of that. And we're going to skip underneath this and just start listing off the last job that you had, wherever it was. So, last or current job title here. We're not going to underline that, but we are going to make it bold. And then scooch on over and put whatever the relative dates were. And if that happens, just move it over until it evens itself out. Because that's what's important. Then, you're going to come over here to the little bullet and make a bullet point and just write job responsibilities. I know that's spelled wrong, but if you do that, just back click and the correct spelling will pop up. And you just keep going. Keep it simple and relevant. So for instance, instead of saying every single thing that you do for clients, just write attends to clientele. I can't spell. There we go. Attends to clientele. And then keep doing this part for every job that you have. What you want to make sure that you do is you put the latest job here and then go in order from the last 5 or 6 years, because employers are looking for relevancy to them. Put the dates. Then if you want to, after you put in all of your jobs, here we go. Put in anything else. Put in down here is where you're going to put volunteer services at the bottom. So let me do that. We'll skip this down to the bottom. With other, we're going to do the same thing. And you want to make sure that all of this is not bold, because we want the most important things here and then all the additional things here. This is where you're going to put volunteer services, awards, specifically things like perfect attendance, employee of the month. Let me spell that right. Anything like that, just stuff that's not necessarily a skill. Or certificate goes here. What you want to do is you want to make sure your resume is 1 page and is simple and aligned. Most employers spend 30 seconds glancing So keep it to the point. Save details for the interview. And this is how you make a resume. Like I said, you want to put all your things in order, list all of your careers, put your dates over here. You will have to keep spacing over. And that is how you make a basic resume. And I will see you all for the next FCA Friday on Adulting 101.